My ideal first date,
I'm saying.
I want to go on a yacht.
Who?
I'd left a marriage after 15 years. I had 3 kids with the man. I had built a life with him, and I really wanted it to work. Deciding when it was time to leave, deciding that I had tried hard enough, deciding that yes, it was worth to take the risk of the unknown for leaving the known, which I had become very accustomed to over the last 15 years.
I don't want to keep feeling like this. I wish I could just erase this memory. I'm tired. I just want to see my dad. I don't know what to do anymore. I just wish this feeling would go away.
Today, we will be reviewing this woman who left a 15-year marriage and her kids behind, and this woman who went through a divorce and who is now alone. These women are very different. The first one left because she was chasing happiness. The second woman is alone due to not being married anymore. These are some of the results of marriage.
Bored in relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
Like, describe your ideal first date.
My ideal first date,
I'm saying.
I want to go on a yacht.
Who? I'm saying first date.
Yeah, a yacht. Yeah, like you gotta take me on a yacht, and we have a private dinner with a chef, and I want a Birkin bag sitting at the table for me with a thousand roses, a bouquet of 1,000 roses with $100 bills each on every rose.
On every rose.
On every rose. And then I want a booked trip out to Cancun. Fully booked.
Fully booked.
Yeah.
This is what social media has done to modern dating. These delusional women don't even realize what they be saying. Going on a yacht on the first date is crazy. That guy would have to be a next-level sucker to do such a thing. She's expecting so much from a first date, and they're not even married yet.
You are more so on the men's side. Like, you so damn, you're not sexist, but it's like, you asked us these questions that, like, will make a female look worse than a man.
So one, this is not a podcast about bashing women at all. I have a daughter that's 11 years old. This podcast is given the reality about male and female intersexual dynamics that pretty much all this podcast is about, is explaining that men and women are different. And attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. What you want in a man, the man doesn't want back in you. You want a masculine male, an assertive male, a dominant male, someone that can lead you. We want a feminine, submissive woman, someone that we can lead. It all streams from that. It streams from our biology because there are only 2 genders, male and female. And we have different attraction triggers and different things that we look for in the opposite gender. So it isn't a gender war. It is a gender reality podcast.
They make it so difficult. There doesn't need to be a fight between men and women. Most men already know what women want and expect, but they don't even know what men expect from the women. We are 2 very different genders. We just need to learn to understand each other.
Story is not unique. I'd left a marriage after 15 years. I had 3 kids with the man. I had built a life with him, and I really wanted it to work. Deciding when it was time to leave, deciding that I had tried hard enough, deciding that yes, it was worth to take the risk of the unknown for leaving the known, which I had become very accustomed to over the last 15 years. And even though I was miserable, there was some security to it. There was a little bit of, at least I was comfortable in knowing what to expect. As the years would roll by and every birthday I got the same card that said next year will be better, I somewhere deep inside thought to myself, there's no way. And the only way that my life is going to change is if I leave. But I had 3 kids. And I was also thinking, wait, if my happiness means that I'm taking away the kids' happiness, and all of the guilt that came into play of, am I being so selfish that I want to leave this? And is it bad enough? But here's the kicker. The kicker is that if you are in a place where you are absolutely miserable, you're being treated horribly, or whatever your circumstances are, but you know in your heart that the only way to change your life is to leave, let me tell you that you carry guilt with you. that it will be extremely difficult. And when you are looking for people who you're like, okay, well, she left and look how her life turned out, and you're looking for examples, and your mind is researching for the evidence that you're going to be okay, I'm going to tell you that no matter what it is that's the unknown that's on the other side, if you are in a situation right now where years are passing by and you are still miserable in a relationship and you're not being taken care of and you're not being seen and you're not being heard and you're just being alone in a marriage, the unknown is terrifying, but there's nothing more terrifying than looking back and seeing all the years that you wasted living in fear.
Well, this woman got the same card each year like she said. The message in the cards was, next year will be better. Maybe that man was working on himself. Maybe he was trying his very best to make changes. And marriage isn't about happiness. That's where most people get confused. This woman left her kids behind because she was not happy. If you leave every marriage because you're unhappy, you will always be alone. Because you're not always going to be happy in a marriage nor in a relationship. Instead of chasing happiness, chase peace. That's the only thing that was guaranteed.
I can't be the only one with this kind of story. About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a man, and he was about 40. I was about, 25, 27, something like that. But he was willing to invest in me physically, financially, emotionally, religiously, like all aspects. He wanted to make me a better woman for him. Well, he boosted my self-esteem and my well-being so much that I thought that I could do better than him. And now fast forward, I am now post dealing with a narcissist. I now understand that not all men have your best intention at heart. Not all men will invest in you, and not all men will uplift you. So when you get the opportunity to date such a man, do not let it go.
Most women wouldn't come forward with this kind of message. So props to her. Some women be having the best kinds of men and just ruin it. Those kind of men are rare. They know exactly what they want in life. As soon as you start acting up, it's time to go.
I am trying to keep it all together, but I don't know if I can. There are good days and there are bad days. And the bad days just makes me feel like everything is falling apart. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I just want this feeling to go away. I don't want to keep feeling like this. I wish I could just erase this memory. I'm tired. I'm tired of I just want to see my dad. I don't know what to do anymore. I just wish this feeling would go away. I wish I could make it stop. Just some way, somehow. Just erase my memory. Just go into some forgotten world. I just want to be at peace.
Wow, this is what marriage does to some people, and that's why some people are afraid to get married. I always say marriage isn't for everyone, but it's not everyone in the world who's going to experience this kind of pain. You will have multiple ups and downs in your marriage. Whether you want to continue your marriage will be based on your level of commitment.